for one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, the curtain.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Y'all on offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Hut 1, hut 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. 22 men ready to do battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Lambeau. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's Edwards-Helaire as they will start on the ground. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months. Not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon themselves is we want to be the guys to end that streak. And what's working in their favor? The winning streak on the other side. Sometimes that carries a burden with it because they feel like they have to play perfectly as well. Let's just go out there and get them is the idea.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. It's Kelsey on the ground. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
1st and 10, it's Edwards-Helaire with it. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. In motion left goes a tight end. Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down. And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guy's. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll try and run right on the option. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Working with 2nd and 5 now. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Rodgers finding Watson for the Packer first. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Chiefs are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
24-yard gain on the play, and the first down, Chiefs.
Mahomes on the give to Edwards-Helaire. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Mahomes. Packer pressure, and down he goes. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. He found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They brought him in off the corner, and he gets in to drop him for a loss of 4.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. Frank Clark in there to bury him for a loss of 11. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Leo Chanel. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but...
And that's caught. It's Kelce. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce. Touchdown number 18 on the year.
And the Chiefs are an extra point away from drawing level.
Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And they'll have a short field to work with inside the 15 at the 13-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes if they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback. They've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Not the kind of gain that we'll go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Flushed out right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. And the Packers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. That's good for 28 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Brought down by Willie Gay.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a 1st down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And some room to work. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. After the penalty, it's Jones. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's Rodgers. The left side completion to Jones. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 8 yards there and a 1st down. Throwing is Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. 26. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by James Bradbury. And the Chiefs are going to take over at their own 41. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did.
Got a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here.
It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Mahomes now to throw.
Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
Touchdown! Clyde Edwards-Helaire. 31 yards.
And the Chiefs have taken the lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Frank Clark able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Now Rodgers. He's got him in, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Number 50, hey, you walk over here. Hey, pick 26.
Rodgers now on first down.
Out route, he finds his man. It's Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
So, CD, here we are. You look at how well this offense has played all year. 16-0. Now, in most years, they'd be at home right now enjoying time off for their perfect season, getting ready for the postseason. But this is the decade of the 2020s, so that means 17 games are what's needed to get through a perfect season. Would a win here make them an all-timer for you?
It would. It absolutely.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Marcus Jones picks it.
20. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Man open, here is Jones. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So the big play nullified, illegal forward pass.
And maybe we know why they were able to get such a good chunk of yardage on that play. That pass was illegal.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to first. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Play action. Now Rodgers.
That one caught downfield by Watson.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 25 yards that time.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And this is caught on the sideline, and he gets out of bounds as well. How about that? He got 29 yards that time.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Now Jones looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
To throw, it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers!
Aaron Jones
as the first half is winding down.
And the Packers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Point after, right down the middle. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
final shot before the half from Mahomes. That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdes-Scantling. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter from the 6. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game, and to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Rodgers now to throw. Dancing to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Throwing now is Rodgers. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
The fumble on first down now. Here's 2nd down. Now Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Rodgers now on first down. Got Dobbs over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 27.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 12-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Packers have a first.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. And the Packers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 21. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Kenny Clark picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. He's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game. That's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides. But to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Foyesade Oluokun coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's now received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mahomes, a pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Here's Mahomes to throw. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 12-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now here's Mahomes. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle 3rd of the field where he threw that one. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
At the 13-yard line.
1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Here's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Dobbs. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they lift to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Rodgers again now. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Nick Bolton.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. In a tie game, fourth quarter, that's about as big of a defensive play as you can possibly make.
And it didn't happen by accident. That was scouting right there. They've seen things that have happened before. They knew in certain situations the type of plays they like to run, read it, and were able to go after the football, get it, and take it into the end zone for a touchdown for themselves.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick six hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the fourth. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Buying time to his left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by James Bradbury. And the Chiefs are going to get the football back at their own 17. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Mahomes. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Edwards-Helaire now off the option. And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Mahomes now to throw. Finding Edwards-Helaire once again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He finds his man, Sky Moore. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Now it's Mahomes again. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Packers' 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7.
Hey, 43, 15.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 17-yard line. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And now the rookie's free. He's at the 50. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
To throw is Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards to pick up there. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run it in with Jones. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw. This one swung out here to Jones. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. Well, there have been a ton of sacks. They were just trying to prevent another.
So what you're telling me is the conventional way has not really worked for them, huh?
Not at all.
Not at all. So he tries to grab him here, and they still get caught.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Rodgers. And it's a Packers touchdown. Romeo Doubs, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. So right back to square one. Tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From the 6. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Now a first down carry by Jones. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go a long way.
Yeah, I was going to say, could take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. And his kick is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? People can make some more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
They don't care. He's a man of the people right now.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield. They needed something near a miracle, and they couldn't get it done.
Yeah, the effort, that was good. Very good, in fact. They were just a little too far out to get a decent look at the end zone for that last opportunity. Couldn't get it done, but a nice game overall.
So for the Packers, they make NFL history with this, their 17th win without a loss, a perfect 17-0 on the regular season.
And now they'll have the week off as they get set to go after a Super Bowl title. Meanwhile, for the Chiefs, this was basically just an exhibition game for them, as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And the playoffs will run through their house as they'll get the week off and get set to host a divisional round game in 2 weeks' time.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. It was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, the what I gotta do, I'm moving with a two, I paid it out the boat. Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors don't gotta lock 'em. Watch the dirty money with oxy. I miscount cause I'm off yeah, these bigger than a damn proxy. Call my he said copy. Get that plug like a boogie. I like riches, hit like nookies. You ain't scared of no, but you scared to put on your hoodie. Man, my like Woody. I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road.